Hello guys, welcome to Rekha Commerce. What is trade discount and why the company provides trade discount? And what is the benefit of providing trade discount? Let us discuss all these things in this video. Okay, let's consider an example. For suppose you need groceries for your household consumption, right? So what you do? You go to the grocery shop which is near to your house, right? And purchase the groceries what you want, right? Okay, but how this shopkeeper get all these groceries and how he maintain? So again he purchase groceries from the wholesaler or manufacturer in large quantity, right? So here he is the middleman between you and the manufacturer or wholesaler, right? So it is a link process, and here the shopkeeper is the middleman between you and the manufacturer. So he is called retailer, right? So here the wholesaler or the manufacturing companies provide discount to the retailers because the wholesaler or manufacturing companies want to increase his sales. There is a tough competition in the market, right? So by attracting new customers and new retailers and encouraging the retailers, they provide discount to the retailers. So that is called trade discount. The wholesalers or manufacturing companies allowed discount to the retailers. So that is called trade discount. Okay. Here the retailer is also called reseller because first he purchased goods from the wholesalers, right? At a discount amount, right? And again he resell to the end customers, but here without discount. So this is the profit to the retailers. So that is the reason he is called reseller. First he purchased goods from the wholesalers or manufacturing companies, and again he sold those goods to the end customers but without discount. So he is called the reseller. Okay. For suppose if the manufacturer directly maintain contact with its end customers, he can avoid the retailers, right? And the manufacturing companies and the wholesalers also save the discount amount, right? But it was not happen. It was highly impossible to maintain the relationship with the end customers. It takes a lot of time, money, and it also creates some disturbances. So the manufacturing companies cannot earn more profits. So that is the reason they maintain the retailers, and the retailers takes place, and the retailers fill the gap between the wholesalers and the end customers. So the wholesalers provides a trade discount to the retailers. So it is a reduction of cost of goods sold in the business environment by the wholesalers or manufacturing companies, right? Now you can get the clarity about the trade discount. Okay, next one. Trade discount was not recorded in the books. So while maintaining the records in manufacturing companies or wholesalers, they did not maintain any separate account for the trade discount. Why? Let's see. For suppose if the wholesaler maintains both the retail price and trade discount. So here the original price and also allows trade discount, right? So if he maintains both the price in the accounts, the readers of the financial statement, they get confused about this amount and they thought that the manufacturing company has more sales. So it does not provide accurate results at the end of the financial statements. So this is the reason the manufacturing companies does not record the trade discount in any books. They only maintain the retail price. Okay. 1. Why the manufacturing companies provide trade discount to the retailers? Let's see. So it is a reduction in cost of goods or services sold in the business environment, right? So it is the reduction of cost which was purchased by the retailer from the wholesaler. So there is a cost reduction, right? So it will be an encouragement to the small business people. So they also come forward to do the business because of the reduction of cost of goods and services. And next one, retailers and manufacturing companies both will be benefited by this trade discount. Okay, so here there is a reduction in cost of goods, right? So the retailers also benefited by this reduction. And next one, suppliers to be benefited by the prompt payment from the customers. It means in most of the purchases or in credit, right? So suppliers may supply the goods to the customers on credit. So they allow some discount to the customers if the customers pay the payment on time. For suppose if the customers pay the whole amount within 10 days, so the supplier allows 1% or 2% discount to the customers. So for this discount, the customers always try to pay the whole payment in within 10 days or within time period. So here the customer should be benefited by the discount, and the supplier also benefited from the reduction of bad debts or prompt payment. So the supplier get the payment in within time, and also he avoids the bad debts, and the customer also benefited by the discount. So here the supplier and the customer both will be benefited by the trade discount. So this is all about trade discount. Next, how to calculate the trade discount? Let's see. For suppose one product catalog price 100 rupees. It means its original price. So a normal buyer will get at 100 rupees only. He did not get any discount because he is a normal buyer or the customer and he is the end user. So he only charged at 100 rupees. But the reseller or retailer will be discounted at 20%. So here this 20% was provided by the manufacturer or manufacturing companies or wholesaler to the retailer. So how much? 20%. At 100 rupees he provided 20% discount for one product. Okay. So 100 into 20 by 100. So 20 rupees. 100 minus 20, 80 rupees. So 80 is the invoice price. So this price should be mentioned in the accounts, both the retailer and the manufacturer. Only this price should be recorded. Okay. For suppose if the retailer purchase goods at high volume, then how much the manufacturer give trade discount? It depends upon the both the retailer and manufacturer. So for suppose if the retailer purchase high volume, he get 27% discount. Okay. So this 27% discount should be offered by the manufacturer. So this percentage should be decided by the manufacturer. So different manufacturers uses different discounts. It was not fixed. It was based on the manufacturer, on the retailer, on the purchase quantity of the retailer. Okay. For suppose this manufacturer will provide 27% if the retailer purchase high volume goods. So he purchase. So here the retailer purchase 1000 product. So then the manufacturer will provide 27% discount. Okay. So he purchased 1000 products and each product was 100. Okay. So 1000 products into 100. Total cost 1 lakh rupees. Right. So here the manufacturer provide 27% discount. Right. So on 1 lakh he provides 27% discount. 1 lakh into 27 by 100. So 27,000 it was the discount amount. So it was the trade discount amount. Okay. So 1 lakh minus 27,000, 73,000. So it was the invoice amount. So only this amount should be mentioned both by the retailer and the manufacturing companies. So this amount should be recorded in the company accounts. Okay. So this is the amount payable as per invoice. So the invoice should be prepared with this amount. So the manufacturing companies and the retailer both will record only this amount. So this is the calculation of trade discount. So the discount percentage will not decided by anyone. It depends upon the manufacturer. If the retailer purchased more high quantity, then he will get more discount. So it was based on the manufacturing company. Okay, thank you for watching.